Hey y'all, it's John Foster, and we're getting ready to open for Mr. Joe Nichols here in Troy, Ohio. But I wanted to hop on real quick and thank y'all so much for all of the streams. Hey, it's John Foster, and you should watch Hollywood Week because it's such a beautiful collaboration of phenomenal artists from around the world.
In a quiet corner of Louisiana, a story began that would captivate the nation. Tonight, we report on a young singer whose voice emerged from humble roots to shake the very foundations of American Idol. John Foster, a previously unheralded teenager from Addis, Louisiana, suddenly found himself thrust into the spotlight in a way few could have predicted. In the early days, his community was wrapped in peaceful normalcy. Local diners, crickets chirping, porch lights glowing as dusk settled. But that calm was shattered when clips of John's audition began circulating online. Viewers across the country were stunned, almost in disbelief, at the raw talent pouring from someone who'd never before sung beyond church walls and local fairs. The drama wasn't in fancy production or viral gimmicks. It was in authenticity, in a voice that seemed forged by fire and memory, in a twist that has left music critics buzzing. This small-town teen has rewritten expectations and challenged what it means to be a breakout artist in the digital age. Tonight, neighbors whisper in awe about the boy who might no longer belong to them, as John's journey marches forward with a momentum that feels both extraordinary and unstoppable. The moment John Foster stepped onto the American Idol stage, there was a palpable shift in the room. Like the air itself paused to listen, reporters across the nation immediately recognized that something seismic was unfolding. In front of millions, he didn't choose a flashy pop hit or a trend-driven chart topper. Instead, he reached back into the deep well of classic country, selecting a song steeped in tradition and emotional heft. When the first note left his lips, cameras caught stunned expressions on the judges' faces, eyes widening, breath caught mid-sentence. Critics later described the performance as haunting, spellbinding, even transformative, words rarely used this early in a talent competition. Viewers online froze frame after frame, replaying the moment again and again, like eyewitnesses to an event too powerful to accept at first glance. It wasn't just that John could sing, it was that his voice carried the weight of a lifetime's worth of stories, pain and hope, coiled tightly into every phrase. Across social media feeds and news tickers, commentators began to wonder, could this be the performance that changes American Idol forever? What started as a simple audition had already become a dramatic national moment, one that reporters are still trying to unpack piece by stunning piece. Tonight, we recount a chapter in John Foster's rise that was not merely impressive, it was emotionally seismic. In a shocking turn midway through the season, John debuted an original piece titled "Tell That Angel I Love Her," a song no one in the auditorium was prepared to hear. What began as a performance quickly transformed into a collective intake of breath. This was not just entertainment, it was revelation. As John stood before the cameras, the pain behind his delivery was palpable, an invisible weight carried into every syllable. Viewers learned that the song was a tribute to a close friend tragically lost, a human story of grief and remembrance that resonated like a clap of thunder in a silent sky. Across the country, fans were moved to tears, social feeds flooded with emotion-laden reactions, and music critics scrambled to articulate what many could only feel. The judges, themselves seasoned veterans of the stage, were visibly shaken, some pausing before offering the kind of praise reserved for once-in-a generation moments. In a season filled with stunning performances, this was different, raw, personal, unguarded. This poignant tribute didn't just elevate John's artistic profile, it drew the nation into a shared emotional experience, as if viewers everywhere had been invited to hold a fragile secret close for just a few unforgettable minutes. As the competition intensified, so did the drama around John Foster's performances. Week after week, Audiences watched not just a singer, but a storyteller live on the national stage. It was as though each performance peeled back another layer of an already intriguing narrative, revealing ever greater depth and complexity. First came country classics that paid homage to the roots of the genre. Then, in a move that stunned fans and critics alike, John embraced unexpected themes from genres far removed from his own, challenging himself and confounding expectations. Viewers tuned in with anticipation, eager to see if this young artist could command every style thrown his way. Week after week, the answer was emphatically yes. Commentary from music journalists began pivoting. No longer was John discussed as a promising contestant. He was being labeled a phenomenon, one whose growth trajectory seemed almost engineered for drama. Online forums buzzed with speculation, theories, and debates. Radio hosts broached emotional interpretations of his song choices. Industry insiders spoke in hushed tones about his rare global appeal. Through each twist and turn, one thing remained constant: John's authenticity and unflinching dedication to his craft. Even in moments of uncertainty, his voice provided a steady anchor, like a lighthouse guiding viewers through unpredictable artistic seas. The American Idol finale was nothing short of a cultural event, a crescendo of tension that gripped audiences nationwide. As millions tuned in, the atmosphere was electric, heavy with expectation and speculation. Every camera cut, every note sung, and every judge's expression felt magnified, laden with narrative weight. John Foster entered the stage not just as a contestant, but as a symbol of resilience, authenticity, and dramatic evolution. His final performances were scrutinized by critics, fans, and industry powerhouses alike. At each moment, it seemed as though the competition could swing in either direction, a breath held in collective suspense. The announcement of the winner, therefore, was a moment of dramatic release. John was named runner-up, a declaration that lit up headlines and sent shockwaves through social feeds. But while he didn't take the title, what transpired next became the subject of intense discussion. Support poured in from every corner of the country, fans rallying behind his name like a battle cry. Television pundits and music editors scrambled to explain what many viewers already felt. John's impact wasn't defined by a trophy, but by the emotional imprint he left on the world. For many, this was not a defeat. It was confirmation of something bigger and more profound. In the aftermath of the finale night, the conversation surrounding John Foster reached a dramatic fever pitch. Critics, once cautious in their praise, now offered enthusiastic commendations, citing his performances as some of the most compelling in the show's history. Reviewers described his voice as hauntingly sincere and laced with a rare timbre that defies easy comparison. Music columnists used terms like latent genius and magnetic stage presence, phrases typically reserved for artists long established in the industry. But perhaps the most electrifying voices were those of fans themselves. Social media became a bustling forum of emotion, where clips from John's performances were shared alongside heartfelt testimonies of how his songs touched listeners personally. Comment threads surged with supporters insisting he already was a major star. Opinions delivered with fervor that bordered on patriotic. Radio talk shows invited fans to call in and share how John's journey influenced their own lives. Some spoke of finding courage in his vulnerability. Others confessed to unexpected tears during particularly poignant lines. In living rooms across the nation, viewers revisited his original songs as if searching for hidden meaning, analyzing every lyric with reverence. And amidst all this public outpouring, industry insiders whispered of record deals, festival invites, and opportunities that could catapult John beyond the realm of reality television into the heart of mainstream country music itself. Tonight's spotlight reaches a landmark moment in John Foster's burgeoning career. His debut at the legendary Grand Ole Opry, a stage that stands as the very heartbeat of country music tradition. To some, it might seem a swift rise from American Idol contestant to performer at one of the most revered venues in music history. But for those following every turn in John's journey, this milestone feels like destiny being fulfilled. The Opry audience, known for its discerning appreciation of talent, greeted John with a blend of reverence and awe. Critics reported that his voice filled the historic hall with a resonance that seems carved from raw emotional truth. Industry veterans present that night were overheard remarking that his performance captured the essence of classic country's soul, unvarnished, heartfelt, and unmistakably real. For John, this wasn't just another gig, it was validation of a dream nurtured in a Louisiana living room, refined through national competition, and now celebrated on a stage where legends are forged. Fans who traveled miles shared stories of tears, cheers, and standing ovations that echoed long into the evening. In the aftermath, commentators have described the performance not merely as a success, but as a rite of passage, a dramatic confirmation that John Foster is not just destined for country artistry, but already stepping into its hallowed circle. In the world of music, rumors ignite almost as quickly as notes are sung. And in the case of John Foster, the whispers have grown into a roaring blaze. Since his American Idol spotlight and dramatic Opry performance, industry insiders have hinted at major record deals on the horizon. Talent scouts, label executives, and producers have been quoted in entertainment reports describing interest in John not as potential, but as inevitable. Some sources, speaking under anonymity, suggest multiple offers are being weighed, each promising opportunities that could redefine what success looks like for a modern country artist. Meanwhile, fans have seized upon every snippet of news, every cryptic social media post, and every behind-eyed, the Thou and Foster's final note echoed across the American Idol stage. Something unexpected happened. The end of the show didn't signal the end of his moment. If anything, it ignited a wildfire. In what can only be described as a fan frenzy, thousands of viewers took to social media, fan forums, and even mainstream news outlets to declare their allegiance to the young singer from Addis, Louisiana. Hashtags like #FosterForever and #JohnWasuridol trended nationally within hours of the finale. Newsrooms across the country began receiving emotional testimonials from fans, letters, emails, and even voicemails expressing how John's performances had touched something deeply personal. Some fans claimed that his original song became a source of healing, played at candlelight vigils, or shared in private family moments. Others described watching his journey with their children as a lesson in staying true to oneself despite the odds. Even celebrities weighed in, with a handful of country legends posting cryptic encouragements and shoutouts that sent speculation skyrocketing. Was John being mentored behind the scenes? Was a big collaboration in the works? Music bloggers began dissecting his vocal choices with the same attention given to Grammy-winning artists. Meanwhile, small towns and big cities alike buzzed with excitement. Cafes streamed his Idol performances, local musicians covered his songs, and impromptu tribute videos flooded TikTok. In an age of fleeting attention spans, John Foster became something rare, a contestant whose story outlasted the competition. Reporters now ask not what happened to him, but rather how long until he's headlining. And now, as the dust settles and the stage lights dim, we return to the question that ignited this journey: was John Foster destined for country stardom? After weeks of performances, viral moments, and nationwide emotional resonance, the answer no longer lives in predictions. It's unfolding in real time. Our final report looks not back, but forward. Industry insiders confirm that John has entered discussions with top-tier country music labels. While no contract has been officially announced, sources familiar with the matter suggest that multiple power players are pursuing him aggressively, with talks of full albums, national tours, and even festival headlines. One executive reportedly said, "He doesn't need grooming, he's ready." For a 19-year-old, that's nearly unheard of. But the machinery of fame isn't what defines this moment. For viewers who followed every note and tear, John's appeal lies in something far more grounded: his unshakable authenticity. He didn't arrive with stylists, scandals, or PR gimmicks. He brought memories, grief, and a golden voice passed down through generations of Southern resilience. From singing at community centers to standing ovations at the Grand Ole Opry, his ascent wasn't just impressive. It was emotional theater, lived in real time. And so, as this chapter closes, another begins. John Foster stands not at the end of a show, but the start of something even greater. His voice, equal parts grit and grace, now belongs to a bigger stage, and the country is watching, waiting ready to follow his next note.